Hello and welcome everybody to the Happy Boys. We're about to talk about Truth and I am Brian Bilecki.
And I'm your co-host, of course, the creepy uncle of podcasting, a.k.a. Uncle Cream. Hi, Little Commission, recording live as always from the crematorium. And the editor-in-chief here at Cream Weekly, Dr. Officer Cream reporting for duty. Cream, yes, Cream. And ACAB, of course, all creams are bastards. I'm your OGC, the original gangsta Cream.
I get down with the OGC.
Yeah, you know me. And Cream rules everything around me. Cream.
Cream.
Very good. We were talking before, during the theme song. I don't know if we'll leave it in or not.
That's right.
But saying how people tune in for the theme song and might leave afterwards. Do you think that's true? Because it is a really good theme song.
I mean, that guy, how much you pay? $40 for that?
20.
Wow.
Yeah, $20.
Poured his heart out for that.
No notes, even. It was first try. He
Yeah.
had 3 attempts, and without me paying extra for revisions, I was like, that's good.
Yeah.
I was like, can you just make sure we say Happy Boys? Or like someone says Happy Boys, and there's like horns in it. It's like, all right. Like, I bet if we like really dug through like bottom of the barrel homemade podcasts, you'd find that song recycled like hundreds of times. We're the true crime gals.
He's got that. Yeah, it's like some AI generative software that just takes text and just makes it some dude saying it very, very nicely.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get that guy's name. I gotta send him like a fruit basket or something.
For all the
Edible
riches we've gained from
Yeah.
his song.
You should, instead of the $20, you should have paid him. We'll give you a percentage. We'll give you a percentage cut, man. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna pay you now, but you're gonna be paid so much later. You have no idea.
In perpetuity. It's a lot. It's like 10 cents he would have made, I think.
Maybe
It's a
less.
lot.
Maybe less.
Less.
Well, excluding all of the merch
Less.
sales, we've definitely sold
Right.
our fair share of shirts.
Yeah.
Where's the money? I don't know.
To ourselves, I think. I think we just like,
Or
we're like, I like this shirt.
Or
I'm gonna
like
buy
to
it."
friends that like pitied us and for like, oh,
Yeah,
they're trying
yeah.
to do something here. I like sometimes I think about it for real, about the people that bought like the first round of shirts, and I cringe. I'm like, they're trying to be so nice to us and to me, and I'm so
Yeah.
embarrassed that they have those things that are
True.
definitely fucking peeling off and suck.
Oh, yeah. I think the tank tops came out okay.
Tank tops came out great. Like I
those
think that
gray
people like to
shirts.
wear those. Like even if they don't know what it is,
Yeah.
like it just looks like a cool thing. Like what's this weird
Yeah.
little white spot on it? They just think it's like a
Yeah.
like a fucked up part of the tie-dye logo.
Yeah.
But the other ones like, and I see pictures of us that were like us trying to promote it. And even like when they're fresh, they kind of look like shit. Just they look like sad like gray sacks with our logo printed out on computer paper.
Oh, man.
We suck.
That's podcasting. It's really funny how merch like is still a seminal part of entertainment because like
Seminal.
I went to a comedy show last night
Mm-hmm.
and they were only selling a poster, which I was very surprised about. But I went to a comedy show a couple months back. The dude's set was like seconds over. Like he's like, "Thanks everyone, have a good night." And by the way, and then pulls out a fucking shirt. He's like, "I'm selling T-shirts at the end of the night, baby. If you
I'm
want
selling
one,
this
come
shirt right
see me at the end
here,
of the show."
$400.
Right now. And then like the 3 people after him were also like, "Yeah, I'm also selling T-shirts. Please come buy a T-shirt." I'm like, "That's 4 T-shirts. You're not gonna leave it with 4 T-shirts. That's a lot. Too many T-shirts."
You walk out of the show like Donald Glover and that
Yeah.
episode,
Wearing all the shirts.
the tag of the episode, yeah. Or in Friends, I think Joey does it too. He wears a bunch of like jackets and ties. So Community stole it from Friends.
Yeah,
Just
stole a lot
saying
of stuff from Friends.
Yeah, like
Oh,
the
a bunch of people
homophobia.
Yeah,
They doled
the
it down too
whitewashing.
much. Yeah, doled that down too much too. TV change, man.
Yeah, Chevy Chase is one of the fucking main cast.
Who's the diverse character? Who's the most diverse in the Friends cast?
Gunter,
Okay.
because he's gay.
He's weird.
I don't know.
Now he
No,
maybe
he's not gay.
That was bad timing. Okay, yeah, now this whole thing has to get cut out. Gay means weird, according to the Happy Boys. That's bad. No, he's not gay. He's
That's
in love with
different.
Rachel.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're cutting this out, right? He just looks gay.
Yeah. Yeah, this is good.
That's a semi-reference to Donald Trump recently saying that someone doesn't look gay at one of his rallies, asking where's the gay people? Where's the gay people for Trump? And people are like, oh, we're the gay people for Trump, and he goes, you don't look gay.
That's good. You watching a lot of the Trump
All
rallies?
right, end cut. Great place to end the cut.
Not cutting it
I've
out.
not been watching a lot of Trump rallies, but they do pop up on my reels from now and again, just because they're so cursed and just like so absurd.
And you, yeah. Why do people watch, like, constantly consume reels and TikToks if this is the kind of shit that they get bombarded with, just to make you angry?
I don't know. Like, I mean, I could see people who are like fanatics being like, I mean, I think there was a study done that said like after like on a new account after 10 swipes to next videos, you're immediately in like alt-right, like
No matter what. So if you open it up and go,
yeah, like
swipe 10 times fast, you're in a bad place.
it
I
gives
gotta
you
get to
the
the good
most
stuff.
like palatable things for the first 9, and as soon as you like swipe past them really fast, they're like, oh,
10
this
in,
guy's
you
a
just get to
fucking crazy psychopath.
crazy cat ladies. Blah 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 blah.
I know what to give them. That algorithm is insane. Mine is like, I show Darian some of my reels sometimes, and she's like, it's like she's.
These are the
looking
reels
in
that you're
eye of
making,
the
but you're too afraid to
fucking
post because you're embarrassed. Is what you're showing her.
devil. Right? Yeah, they are mine. Yeah, I am. I'm making devil content. Truly demonic content. It's not even a joke. Black eyeliner.
If
bloodletting.
10 swipes gets you to alt-right content, no matter what, how many swipes gets you to Happy Boys content?
3, but they go right past them. So.
Yeah, that's in the middle of their like furious swiping away.
It's the one last thing before they start trending downwards. It's
Yeah.
like, all right, you're on Fox News, and it's like Happy Boys, Fox News, Newsmax,
Yeah.
and then it's like Alex Jones.
Yeah. All they hear is that, and Alex Jones.
They're turning the freaking Happy Boys gay.
Happy Boys don't know what gay people look like.
They think they're weird. Fuck.
Next guest,
Damn it.
Mr. Jones himself.
Right.
I can't wait to introduce him to
That'd be
the song
crazy.
"Mr. Jones" by Counting Crows.
No.
This is walking music.
You know these high profile I mean like so it's happening on both sides, right? There was I forget who the streamer was that Trump went on and he did his whole spiel with this like 25-year-old mega streamer. And it was like it was a very funny weird thing because at the end they were like, Mr. Trump, we love you so much, we got you this Cybertruck, and it's a wrapped Cybertruck with his fucking
Oh my
the fucking
God.
assassination picture on
Uh-huh.
it. And like that's insane for like you to give him that. He's a millionaire. He's got millions and millions of dollars. He
Right.
could buy it if he wanted to.
You're a big insane loser.
But then also Kamala Harris going on call her daddy as well. It's just like it's such a weird timeline of like I understand that these are like the talk shows of today. So like, you know, it's like Bill Clinton going on what the fuck was the talk show in the 90s?
Letterman,
No.
The
Who
View,
played the saxophone?
saxophone.
Oh, it's gonna bother me.
It's not one of the main talk show hosts,
Uh,
or Leno, or
it was.
Johnny Carson.
No. Where the fuck is it? Arsenal Hall. That's right.
Oh,
Okay.
what was the other show you're talking about that Kamala went on?
Call Her Daddy.
What's Call Her Daddy?
That is a Barstool
Oh, okay.
podcast. It's like the podcast that made Barstool better, I think.
Okay, I didn't know they got better.
It got so big that it was like bigger than Barstool, I think.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I
So there's a whole
them out
controversy
of
around
my-
that, and David Portnoy, of course. So.
yeah, that guy sucks fucking
Classic.
ass. Hey, that guy. There's an episode to talk about another podcast in a podcast. Tim from Sloppy Boys, they were talking about each one of them had to go around the hosts and talk about their guilty pleasures. And Tim's guilty pleasure is that he loves watching Dave Portnoy's pizza reviews. He's like, I know the guy's a douchebag. He's a piece of shit, but he's got some weird charisma. I just don't get it, and he's really charming to watch. And I hate it. I hate that I like the guy. I get it. That's why he's so big. He's got that like northeastern fucking asshole, cool guy charisma.
Dave Portnoy looks like if Mark Zuckerberg was from New Jersey.
And cool. And like has fucked someone willingly. Like they fucked him willingly.
Had a human chromosome, That too.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, maybe you're a mix. You're a mix of Dave Portnoy and Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, you're breaking up a bit.
Oh yeah, what the hell? This is trippy, man.
Whoa.
I'm back. I ditched the laptop. I think it was starting to shit out.
Oh no.
It was having a tough time. It was trying to do too much. I'm back, but I'm here. I look better for you too now.
Nice.
Yeah. Clear as can be. Okay, well I think that's a good segue.
Yeah. All right, now we're on to the right stuff.
Wait, what are we doing?
What did you drink last week?
Oh damn, dude! We're gonna keep me frantically changing over computers in the video, for sure. Honestly, still not as frantic as the Mike Hanford moment.
I was about to say this is your Mike Hanford,
but it was me. Like I can reenact it for you. Here's the laptop.
Yeah.
And I went like this. Huh. Close that, and then I hit the on button to my monitor. So that's how cool I
That's
stay.
much worse. Much worse. Much worse. It is kind of absurd how many computers there are in this room. I mean,
it's great. It's called the computer room.
So not only does Darian's desktop behind me and my work laptop here and my desktop is here, there are times when Darian's work laptop and personal laptop are also on her desk. So at any point in time, there are 5 computers in here.
Well, it's Brian. It's called the computer room. You got to keep adding computers.
That's right.
Have you noticed?
Whether they work
you're
or
on
not.
a desktop right now, right? Like
I am on a desktop.
Intel, whatever.
It's a Gateway.
Oh, fuck off.
That's a joke for those who had computers in 2005.
Yeah, your OS is a Windows. Have you been getting this new thing where it changes your background every day?
Yeah. It's really weird stuff.
There's like really horny birds on my.
My that was today. Horny birds.
I don't get it. They're scaring me.
Now I got Easter Island heads.
Yeah, oh, that's kind of cool though.
I said it tomorrow to be Carmelita Fox.
You said it for that? For everybody?
That's right. Everybody.
But tomorrow's Nicole's birthday. It feels like it's my birthday. Wow. What a nice thing you're doing for the world.
I know. I'm like Sandy Claus. I know a bunch of people who have been really nice. All the Windows users have been very nice recently. Want to give them a little treat.
A little perverted treat.
You know who they haven't thought about in 20 years? Mrs. Fox.
These furry breasts.
But it is unfortunately a picture of her with her feet behind her ears and she's stretching out her vagina.
Oh, come on. You know I don't like that stuff.
I know.
I'm not into that.
But it's give and take. You got to,
Yeah, I guess. I don't like hardcore stuff. For the fans out there that want to know more about me, I don't like hardcore stuff. I look up videos of people who are dry humping.
He's very into PG-13.
Yeah, it's true. I watch Max Keeble's big move to get off.
Nice.
Is that PG-13? I don't know. Is that the first PG-13 movie?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's PG and it's about a child.
Definitely, it might even be G. Who knows? There's maybe the kiss.
That's one with a frog, right?
Well, the first scene, Max Keeble, I don't know, but I know he jumps like onto a scooter and goes, "Fuck yeah!" That's like the first scene. That's how it gets to 13.
Wow, that's the one. That's the one F.
Fuck yeah! This is gonna be an awesome movie. And he skates off.
It's all downhill from there.
No, it's good. Watch it.
I'll think about it.
Let's watch it.
I don't know. As we heard, I don't know what to do with movies. I could not figure out the verb to which what.
Nobody heard that, but Brian was trying to figure out the word "watch" before.
Yeah.
She wanted to. What's the word? I said watch. That's the
right.
one. That's the one.
That's the one. All right, segment. What did you drink last week? Um,
Bottoms
I kind
up.
of wow. That was a good looking drink.
Oh, I got a lot to tell you.
That was this week. So last week, I've been on something new recently. I don't know when this happened. Um, I'm a Manhattan guy now.
Brian,
I know.
you dirty boy.
You know what it was? We went to the Virginia ABC store to get our alcohol, beer, and cigarettes, and um I was like, I want bourbon, but I want to do something different. So I got some sweet vermouth,
Wow.
and I've been making Manhattans. Whenever I want to drink, make a little Manhattan. They're so easy to make, and
Do you
they're
make
fucking
them
good.
like on a cube like an old fashioned, or are Manhattan supposed to be like kind of neat in preparation?
Yeah, I
Like
think they're
shaken.
supposed to be in a martini glass.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I do them
I've
over
seen them in a coupe
ice.
before.
So
I only recently had a Manhattan because I was at the fancy cocktail bar in town for
yeah,
the Friday the 13th that happened recently. I guess almost a
right.
month ago, and it was if you do the math, it's the 10th right now. Spoilers for
Wow.
when we recorded this. They had like already had a Halloween menu because I guess at that point, like once Labor Day happens, everyone just turns
Yeah.
on full Halloween for 2 months straight.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was like Friday the 13th. It was like everyone's excited for fall, which only started happening today. Really, today was like the first day I had to wear a sweatshirt to work.
Yeah.
Still shorts. But we went there and they had like a dedicated menu to the day, and one of the things was I think it was called Jason in Manhattan. They all
Right.
had like quirky, fun little names, and that one we asked the bartender about it, and he said that the spin on this particular Manhattan was that instead of sweet vermouth, he did sherry. So
Right.
because he does not like vermouth, but he likes the sweetness that sherry brings without like the vermouth taste.
Right.
And I tried Nicole's one that got it, and I tried it, and I was like, this is fucking really good. And he kind of said that people usually graduate from old fashioned to Manhattan eventually.
Right.
But when he was a kid, he started trying to like bourbon. He tried to go straight into the liquid itself. Like, I'll just drink whiskey needs because I
Yeah.
want to be I want to be a man. And he like
Right.
couldn't do it. Then a bartender helped him with like old fashions, and like gave him like a super sweet one. And they said the Wisconsin style is kind of the one that I make. That's like the one people make at their house a lot. Is where they just muddle up a bunch of shit and like get all the like the orange pulp and like they destroy the
Yeah.
fuck out of the cherry and make it like a big thick like soup,
Yeah.
which I like those. So that's like the homemade one, and with the when you get one out, it's like the fancy, like very
Yeah.
crisp, just the peel and like the expressing and everything like that. And then you move on to the Manhattans. So I think you're moving on up into manhood.
Wow. Graduated.
Yeah.
I almost made one. So like the reason why I went to the ABC store to begin with is that I had a little bit of bourbon left, and I was like, I want to do something different, and so I'm about to make one with dry vermouth and
That's the one we had for the King Charles.
yes, but that was Scotch. I think it was Scotch and the dry vermouth, which was
But
like
you use dry for the martinis though normally, right?
yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I
So
don't
I
think
was
I
about
have
to do
sweet
it, and
vermouth on me.
Darian was like, you should not do that. Let's go to the store and get you something. Get you something
Oh, so
nice."
this is what the conversation was right before when she was going to buy you.
Yeah, I was about to make it, and oh no, that's different. That's
Okay.
for
Okay.
this weekend.
Okay.
Spoilers because I'll tell you because you're only gonna hear it, and no one else is gonna listen to this anyway. We're making some cocktails for the weekend.
Oh,
So
that's
yeah,
fun news because I'm bringing bagged cocktails as well.
hell yeah.
So
Which one are they gonna like more? Probably yours because mine's fucking weird.
ours was made with leftover syrups we don't like. So
Do you mean it's like a 7-Eleven thing where you just kind of like went down the line and just
it was
like,
it was
make
it was
cocktails?
made very. If you saw us make the stuff we make by hand, like it's crazy to think about. To go into our text messages, Brian. This is now we're into tea talk. We're into my workforce talk now.
Yes.
Which is what all the podcasts end up being about, subtlety. But
Yep.
before we used to use the bottling line and we used to do everything by hand. If there were to be a person to walk back there and see what we were doing, they'd be like, "That can't be. There's no chance. No, please,
Not
no one
at
should
all.
consume this." Like, but the thing was like, "No, don't worry. It's hot enough where everything we're doing wrong will
Yeah,
get
it goes
burned away." But with booze, it's not. You don't have to worry about it as much because it's
Yeah,
booze, but we
Sanitary.
were gifted a bunch of booze from a local distillery to make like a collaboration cocktail for this oyster festival,
Right.
and we have the ability to like just make wine bags full of shit. So we take this big fucking 50-gallon drum and just
Yeah.
we just dumped bottle after bottle of gin. Of like nice, these like, beautiful bottles they gave us. Like I wish they had
Yeah.
like a better way to give it to us, so we weren't just like wasting these like gorgeous like
Yeah.
little
yeah.
half or like full liters. But dumped all those in, made a little lemonade, or maybe made the lemonade first. Makes more sense. Made lemonade, dumped in the gin, and then just like squeezed enough of this like cocktail, like bartender cocktail style syrup of like wild berry stuff in it,
Yeah.
and it kept like just like scooping out like a glass full and like tasting it hot to see if it tasted right. And then we eventually just
Needs to be colder.
yeah. And then we just spilled it all into wine bags that we have. And they didn't use even half of them at the festival because we made too
Holy
much. We made
shit.
too much. So
So now you have 25 gallons.
yeah, I'm probably gonna bring
Wine bags.
what's 6? I'm gonna bring like 20 liters of them.
Oh my god. That's all you're bringing in the car, right?
It's not that big. It's like a 7 milk crate,
Oh,
like a milk crate's worth of
Yeah.
cocktail.
Everyone gets their own.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's right. So yeah, I'm excited about your cocktail. What your cocktail's gonna be? If you can spoil it on here.
I'm making White Russians, but
Oh,
they
I've never had
are,
White Russians.
they're gonna be blue.
Blue
I'm
Russians.
Yeah.
They got too cold.
So it's
It's so
like
cold.
blue milk. It's like blue
Oh,
milk
Star
from
Wars.
Star Wars. Yeah.
Nice. That's
And
fun.
then Darian is making, I think, some gin lemonade, something like that.
Okay. So,
So
it should be on my side of things.
yeah.
I'm excited about that. I've only had one White Russian, and I think so. It was your good friend Tara, who
Nice.
has a baby growing inside of her now. No thanks to you,
Not mine.
not yours. She had us over her like friend's house to go skiing in Hunter a few years ago, and her I think girlfriend at the time, very confusing relationship, and they were just very toxic to each other. I can't remember when they were and weren't dating, but
Right.
this important person in her life at the time made us White Russians. She's like, "Oh, it's my favorite drink. I'll make you one." And I'm not exaggerating. It was milk and vodka. I
Yeah,
spit
no.
it back in. I was like, it's not good. This is a disgusting drink, and you guys are alcoholics. I'm afraid of you now.
It's missing the best part.
This is Kahlua is supposed to be in there, right?
Yeah.
There's no.
yeah, that's the-
we
that's
did
the
not
good
have
part.
Kahlua in the house.
No. That's scary.
It's bad. Milk's not that sweet.
That's like, well, if it's milk, it's good. Let's just put
milk.
that. Let's
Well,
put
that
to
the
rest.
natty light adds the sweetness.
Right. If you're doing whole milk,
Maybe I'll top off my
Unmatched.
Russians with some beer floaters.
White Russians. Yeah, I
White
like that.
Russians. Oh boy.
Prussians. Could be.
Okay.
Okay, so so yesterday we went to the comedy show. I had a Manhattan there.
Wow.
I've
Are you
been-
like a little picky about where you'll order these things though? Because I am afraid to order old fashions at anywhere but like places I know will not give me like an icy whiskey, like just shitty.
Yeah,
You know.
I've been to this place before, and they make a pretty decent drink.
I guess you got to
It's,
order
uh,
once
it's-
to find out too.
Yeah,
So you
it's
found out.
like it was pretty much the perfect consistency that I would want, like cherry red. Perfect. It was neat.
Just
you know, it was,
fucking.
no ice.
You know
Two
that-
big straws. They had really big straws, and they wanted you to fucking suck that shit down.
Fuck
so.
yeah.
And then I had a Miller
The
Lite
little
afterwards.
straws don't. They're fun, but they don't let you suck down. It's like when you get for all the
Yeah.
local listeners out there, when you get a shake at All American, and it's too thin, and the shake is too thick, and you can't drink it until you're basically halfway home.
Yeah, it's sad.
It's impossible.
You gotta bring your own boba straw for those things.
Yeah, you really do. I think they know that like you're getting so fat while you're there. Like, just hold off on the milkshake.
Yeah.
Wait till later.
Maybe you'll have the heart attack before you get to the shake.
You said cherry red before, and it reminded me of this thing that's been on my mind, that's been making me laugh, and it's someone you're going to see this weekend too. I'll let you guess who says this, who would have this conversation, but
Yeah.
This one person says to their spouse when they're on their period, "Oh, you want to go to the bank and taste some nickels?" It's just, I've never heard it come to Mama's bank before and make it, it sounds so disgusting, but it's a really funny,
Yeah.
like, kind of true thing about periods like that. I guess it's like an irony flavor,
Yeah.
and I really wonder if Chris has gone to the bank.
Spoilers.
Yeah,
I was
you
gonna guess
knew.
Madeline,
No,
but
yeah,
you fucking
knew.
ruined it.
There's no disguising that.
I thought at first you were saying the man had said that,
No,
and I was
no,
gonna
he
guess
does
that's
not.
Peter. If a man said it, that's Peter.
Peter, I don't think would speak that way to his wife, knowing him. And Chris, I think, is very clearly the beta in the relationship.
Yeah.
So he would never say that to Madeline. It would be the other
Said to
way,
him,
and
yeah.
he'd be like, "Oh, come on, it's so gross, but okay."
It wouldn't be an ass like you want to go to the, and it's like you want to go to.
You
the
need a withdrawal, sir.
bank. Nickels only. Sorry, on the bills.
Hope you brought your rolls.
I only got my sack.
Then you can go to Coinstar, sir.
Those
It's gross.
robbers.
It's gross,
That
but
is gross.
funny. I don't know. I don't know what's true with that. That's the thing about it. Like it's gross, and like they don't really do that. But then you're like, they might go for it. And you know what? Don't want to yuck anyone's John. Maybe people do like pulling up with that devilish grin, like I just fucking murdered down there.
Like what's his name in Superbad? McLovin.
Classic.
Oh man.
Mm.
So what did you drink last week?
Brian, you'd be very proud of me. While I was in
Okay.
Key West,
Oh yeah.
I had 1,000 Miller Lights. And you know who else would be proud of us? Drew Davis, who leaves occasionally beer recommendations in our Discord of Miller Lights. So thank you, Drew. I was thinking of you all weekend,
That's awesome.
and yeah, I would start my day. We'd go to the pool. It was kind of like a resort, but like mostly like a hotel. You call it a resort if you have like a spa and like a couple pools. But it was like this big property that spanned across a couple blocks, so that you had to kind of cross the street to get to certain pools. And it was really cool though. There's one by the beach, and there's one in the middle that was quiet and no drinks, and there's another one with another bar closer to town. But every morning, whichever bar I went to at the pool, I would start my day with a pina colada. Immediately.
Wow.
Pina colada, and they do not fuck around with their rum pours. Like they just like have like the pina colada mix like ready to go. It's very. I don't feel bad asking for like these kind of milkshakey drinks because it's like yeah, sure, just like press a button, it's already ready, pops up.
Out
and
of
then
the bar in front of you.
and then they just like leave enough room to just pour all over, and you just see brown. Like there's like, and then by the time you mix it in, it's like a liquidy. It goes from like full thick, like extra ready 7-Eleven Slurpee consistency to like almost water. Like
Yeah. That's scary as
yeah.
hell.
And some bartenders are like heavy-handed than others, but like for the most part, it was like a solid blend because the pina colada mix is so sugary sweet that the rum did tone it down in a good way. I was like, honestly, like the rum tastes good in here. I'm enjoying this, and it's a good like 12 p.m. I'm in the pool, have one like heavy drink
Yeah.
that tastes delicious, and I'm happy to drink, and it's like cool. Good way to start the day, and just get like a little bit of like a sleepy snoot on, and then go like actually get showered, changed, and dressed, and then go out. And I would maybe start with like one fun thing, and then just like, all right, now I need to commit to the drink of the day, and just like go Miller Lite heavy because it's like the cheapest price. If you're gonna be drinking all day, it's just cheap. I'm worried about my calories, counting calories, and when you stick to one thing, especially like a light beer, I think I just don't get a hangover. Like not as bad anyway. I didn't really wake up with a headache any day in Key West, which felt good. I think it is true. Like as long as you start with the weird stuff early, and you continue on with the safe stuff, you're gonna be all right. As long as you stay awake for a couple hours before you go to bed, like have something to eat. Even though it was funny because our other ritual was that there was a bar that stayed open until 2 in the morning by our room. That was like a liquor store also, and you could buy liquor till 2 o'clock. No. And there's live music until 2 as well. So we went to the bar in the resort closer to close, and like, if you need more, there's a place around the corner called the Tipsy Rooster that is going to be open till 2. If you need anything, go over there, grab a beer, and you can come back to the pool, whatever you want to do. I thought they're related at some point, but like they just like are always trying
Have
to
a handshake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just friendly with the nearest spot that's not really close to the heart of town, and we would go there every night for like our nightcap. It was like awesome Miller Lite. They would just go listen to whoever was
Nice.
playing their guitar, like Ed Sheeran style, with their like cool little overlay, like their funny like little mixed
Right.
track thing,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and just walk it back to the room. So it was Miller Lite heavy, very Miller Lite
Love
heavy.
that.
If anything, we would do. We might have seen a couple Guinness split the G's on Instagram as well
Right.
at the Irish bars.
I'm. You're talking about the split the G. You're showing the split the G. It looks like a lot of fun. I
a lot
gotta
of
try
fun.
it next time.
It's the only thing that's getting me into Guinness, because we've talked about it in this podcast how I cannot get into Guinness, and I started the challenge. I got 3 in and said, "Fuck it, this Guinness sucks." But as soon as you add a game element to it, I'm like, "This is pretty fun. I don't care how bad this tastes."
Gamify anything. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm
If a third of it I don't even remember because I'm like focused on competitiveness,
Right.
then I can get the second half down, like ready for the next challenge again.
Right.
Yeah,
because you lost.
like,
It's
well, I already
okay,
drank. I
well,
can't give it back, so I got to
Right.
finish this drink.
Top me up. Top me up.
You know, it's so funny you say that because I was like, I wonder if I could ask for that. I just want to keep playing the game.
They do the whole like back and forward thing. Just put it on the low setting and just top it up.
I think when they do make like a fresh Guinness, they kind of pour it to the spot that I drink to anyway, and then they let it settle, and then they finish it off. So like,
Right.
I'm doing half their job. So I don't know. We're gonna have to do a split the G on here at some point. Gina's gonna be home
Yeah.
from like next week until Christmas. So I said, you gotta come on the show. Got to do a live split the G. Finally get the Guinness drink out of the way. She's the one
Yeah,
that started it
that's
with
good.
us. She introduced it to us at her wedding,
Right.
and then we did it with her the week afterwards at the local Irish place. And I was like,
Right.
this is fun. I want to keep ordering Guinness all night. So
Okay.
G splits, Miller Lights,
That's fine.
pina coladas for the most part. Yeah.
You know, I had Miller Lite in a bottle yesterday, and I think that's. I mean, I know we always say like that's the superior way to have it, but like after yesterday, it's settled. It's
Yeah.
out there. That is the definitive way to drink a Miller Lite. It's
That's how
like,
it was mostly
tastes-
served in
Yeah.
Key West as well.
The
Mostly served in
bottle is like. So I mean, like I've had open those like aluminum screw top ones.
I hate those
It's
kind of
not the
bottles.
same.
No, I'm
Yeah.
fine with the regular like 12-ounce can. Bottle's great. I think just something about the bottle makes it feel like it's going to stay colder.
Yeah.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention our group chat when I was down there. I did go to Margaritaville and
Nice.
have a margarita from Margaritaville. That was one of the few like spirits that I drank when I was down there.
Wow.
Was tequila. I think I had 2 tequila drinks. I was having tequila. I was having just like pitcher margaritas on this boat cruise that we went on for like it was like a 2-hour, 3-hour like music and sunset cruise with like
Nice.
unlimited either Landshark or Miller or like
Margarita.
pretty strong margaritas. So those are honestly pretty solid in the pitchers. But the one I got at Margaritaville, I got if you look up at the menu, it's called the Perfect Margarita.
Yeah.
And it was pretty damn perfect. I was surprised with how good you walk in there, and honestly the place is kind of sad because the workers look like they hate their lives and they don't want to be there, and the people that are in there are like families that didn't know where else to go because Key West is so much of a fucking party town and like not for families really.
Right.
So we go in there and like on our little bar crawl, and I ordered my drink and I was like, this is like surprisingly very, very good. Nicole got another one. I forget what it was called, but it was like a souped up version of the Perfect Margarita that had like a little bit extra. Was it Curacao? Maybe not Curacao. That's blue. What's the orange liqueur?
Triple sec.
Yeah, extra triple sec in it, and she thought it would tone down the acidity, and it made it too acidic and was like a little bit too punchy.
Yeah.
But mine was really, really good.
It's why
amazingly
like you
enough.
don't mess with perfection, right? Like you had the perfect
margarita.
one, and why would you add anything
Right.
else? It's done.
I love it. I just love when I order right and she orders wrong, and I just fucking rip
Yeah.
it. It's like, oh, you want some? Oh, too bad. Oh, you want? Maybe I'll give you a little.
Yeah.
Oh, just kidding. And then I usually dump it on
I
her.
love demoralizing my soon to be wife. It's a lot of fun.
I bet you can't wait to say wife instead of fiance.
It's gonna be
The best.
I've actually already said that like at our wedding, as soon as we're married, I'm gonna go my wife, and everyone's gonna go,
Yay,
yay,
your
yeah, you did it.
wife.
That's right.
I started saying almost wife. I remember I said it too when Nicole met
My almost wife.
Jimmy of John Boy fame at one of the Blitzball things, and I said, "Oh,
Nice.
this is my." I think I had been so over saying fiance in that moment. I just said,
Yeah.
"This is my almost wife." He's like, "Haha, almost wife." Nice to meet you, and then like left.
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay,
Hi, famous. Bye.
that works." Like, that wasn't like he didn't think that was cringy or weird to say, so I'm gonna keep rolling
Yeah.
with this.
Nice.
Almost wife works, and it sounds
Almost wife is good.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's better.
You can bore at that.
It's my almost wife.
That's right. See,
Yeah,
I like that.
I like that.
I like that too, and that should be enough.
It sounds like you're a politician,
Yeah. I'm thinking about
or
it.
you're sponsoring somebody.
Right.
I like JT
You're
too, and
almost
that's
wife.
all right.
I'm a simple man.
I'm a simple man. I'm here to say, your checks will arrive on another day, another day, another dollar.
There's been so much community talk on my my like job threads recently. We had a magnitude reference.
Nice.
And that brought up the Starburns thing. Starburns' actor is not actually dead. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, so your coworkers are cool.
Yeah. Sometimes
Okay. Depends on which ones.
they're hip. They're hip.
They're hip.
Put it that way.
Very nice. Brian, let's get to the drink of the day because I'm almost done with all three of mine.
Yeah.
I've been ripping through them.
I
Really enjoying these.
you know it's because they're so dang delicious.
They're so delicious.
You know it's the taste of the season. People think that pumpkin's the taste of the season. They are fucking
Fuck
dead
them.
wrong.
Kill them.
Fuck them. Kill them. It's apple.
It's apple.
Apple and cinnamon is the taste of the season, the fall season.
Oof.
Anyone who thinks pumpkin pie is better than any apple product is a fucking idiot.
Eat shit and die. I had this episode titled on the overlay, Cider, Cider, Cider. Like girls, girls, girls. Because we're doing
Yeah,
three
okay.
ciders. So that I think that is also like exemplary of what we're doing here. Is like it is like a cider heavy, apple heavy, just in your face. We're doing three things. What are we doing here?
So we got the plain cider because you want the control group, right? You got
Right.
So this is cider
Absolutely.
in its base form.
Absolutely.
Let's see how that is. We got hard cider.
Oh, base form is funny, by the way, because we'll be watching baseball after this.
Oh,
That's funny, Brian.
That's
funny.
right.
Yankees.
How those bases form. Wow. Hey there, New York.
Not bad.
Not from New York. I got Boulder Rock as my hard cider.
Wow.
Boulder Rock is Imperial cider. This is a hefty boy, 8.2%. They did not have the normal one. There.
This is not
so
my
I had to get
choice.
this one. I had to get this one. This is it's hefty. And then last but not least, we do you want to say what cider you're drinking? You spoiled it a little bit before.
Oh, the spiked boy,
Well,
or all three of these.
yeah. Well, I guess the last one is spiked cider is the last. is the last
Oh
beverage.
yeah, very smooth of us.
Yeah. I just poured a bunch of bourbon into a glass of cider. So I literally just spiked my cider.
Yeah, I
So-
said to you off air that I've done something like that once before when I was at the famous birthday party story that I have where Rich Reese had a birthday and his girlfriend at the time said that we didn't need to bring anything because we were going to be going
the
to
au
the
pair?
brewery. Not the au pair. No, this is
Oh,
post
wow.
au pairs. And
Multiple.
we were told not to bring the alcohol, and we didn't go to the brewery. And she said, "Don't worry, I'll go get beer for everybody." And she brought over 12 Modelos for 15 people. And then I called Nicole. I was like, "Don't worry, you don't need to pick me up. I will be fine." That day, the only thing I drank besides like a 3/4 of a Modelo was an eggnog and bourbon. And it was just like he gave me an egg. He's like, I got eggnog and whiskey. So he gave me an eggnog and then just like dumped whatever eyeball amount of whiskey into it. It tasted like those. You know, like when you make a cocktail, you want it to be greater than some of its parts. And this drink
Right.
was those two things in a cup. Very much those two things. Like, oh yeah, I taste the eggnog and I taste the whiskey. They're separate entities.
Right. Yeah.
They don't mix well together. There's something needs to emulsify these things together to make like a cohesive
Right.
drink.
Right.
So I don't know if that's what's happening in your glass. right now or not?
No, this is actually very
It's
good.
good. Okay, good.
I don't know how I think the apple cider is so thick.
I think it's got some funk. Yeah, some funk that like around like helps the alcohol work
Yeah,
inside of it.
there's particulate in it, so it must do
Yes,
something
I agree.
with all that
I
stuff in there.
agree.
So like it's very good. It kind of has that good it's like a good there's no sharpness to it, you know. It's
Yeah.
like just the right
Yeah.
amount of
Yeah.
but like it I mean I put a lot in it too, so it's like there's a lot hiding the bourbon
Right.
booziness.
Yeah.
But I think it's really good.
I'm gonna start with my plain cider. It's so I don't know if you've ever been to Bermuda Farms in, I guess it's kind of Riverhead, maybe technically Calverton or something up there, but in the North Fork, sorta. But it's a famous place where people get pies, and it's a probably the best pie I've ever had. I'm not a pie guy, but these pies are usually just like candied, like fresh fruit from their farm, and a bed of beautiful, beautiful whipped cream, like homemade, like just the fucking creamiest whipped cream. It's not your average whipped cream. It is like fucking thick as fuck. It's almost ice cream.
Yeah.
And then the most delicious, crispy, flaky, buttery crust of a pie. So it's just crust, whipped cream, and then like jellied
Candy.
just delicious fruit. So usually we'll either get the peach one or like the berry one, like being raspberry, blueberry, and it's amazing. So this place makes their own cider as well, and it's Bermuda Farm cider. And I haven't had it until today, and it is so good. Just like it feels like it's like home pressed. It just has a little bit of the funk. It tastes like it's
Probably
like
is.
it's like a little bit. These apples taste. It's like when you bite into like an apple,
A mealy apple.
not a mealy apple, but like when some of the skin's removed and like the browning starts on the apple.
Oh
it looks a little,
yeah.
Like
Oxidized?
if you bite a little oxidized. There you go. So it tastes like that sort of funk, and it's not see through, so thick.
Yeah.
And I use this to make my apple cider old fashioned.
Oh.
So I did the thing. I did equal parts cider and whiskey. I did maple syrup for the season
Nice.
instead of simple syrup, and then I just did a little orange peel and some bitters. All the classics.
Wow.
And it was
Luxardo, I saw the
really good.
Luxardo in there.
I had a Luxardo in there as well. Elephant brand.
I mean, it
like the
looks
Elephant
great.
brand. It's really good.
Elephant bread. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because Elephant brand is the sour one, but they're still technically Luxardos. Yeah, and then I had the Down East cider, kind of classic, just down the middle, good unfiltered Down East.
Before I show this, I will say Down East. I'm pretty sure it won the cider bracket years ago.
I think it might
incredible
have.
cider. Love Down East. It's always my recommendation for people who are like, oh,
Yeah.
I want something different than Boulder Rock in Virginia. I'm like, oh, you can try to find Down
It's
East.
like sweet
That's
enough
like-
and still like funky enough.
Yeah.
It's good.
All right, so Virginia is not known for its apples, and like the south of the Mason-Dixon line is not known for apple orchards. It's known for peaches, oranges, just about everything else.
Okay.
So
Like southern
you got to
fruits.
scrounge for some cider down here, and so this is what Darian bought.
Whoa,
Red Truck Honey Crisp cider.
That's fun.
But like,
What do you think?
I mean, looking at this truck, like he's seen some shit. Like
He looks like
got-
Mater from Cars. little
yeah,
bit.
he's
But like a new paint job.
Off-brand Mater. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
this is Mater before he got Mater.
Well, it's
you
his
know?
brother, cause like or a cousin, because Mater's like tomato, and then like cider is like apples. So
Yeah, This is the more successful truck cousin of Mater.
yeah, he's got his own
Mater's got a bit of a drinking problem.
yeah, I'll say.
And this guy has a 9 to 5, and he's doing really well.
He's
for
got a
himself.
small business.
He's got
yeah.
a 401k.
Good for him. And what are your thoughts on that? Does it stack up to like some Hudson Valley ciders you've had?
I think it's more like it falls a little flat.
Okay.
There's some. You can see it in here. You can see that definitive separation.
Oh
right?
shit! So at least it's got some viscosities here.
It's got some of the stuff in there.
I've
but
never
like-
seen that, but that's like a really separated.
But I think that's part of it, right? It's like usually that doesn't like I shook the shit out of this. So like there's something about that kind of staying power, the particulate for the Hudson Valley
Oh yeah,
ciders.
I never really
'Cause, like,
thought
I-
about that.
Right. And I think that kind of makes it have that like nice full taste, whereas this almost tastes more
You have
like
to
apple
mix it
juice.
with the sip. You have to like swirl it as it goes
Yeah,
into your mouth.
right, right. And
Weird.
I don't know what happened with the bourbon, but like I feel like the bourbon did a really good job of like
Of
staying. I mean, you can
connecting it.
see a little bit there, but
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's still
Pretty
pretty
good.
good. But
Interesting.
I think overall it like it scratches the itch a little bit. It does make me miss good old HV
Oh,
AC.
yeah. This Premier Farm like really does a good job of reminding me of the Hudson Valley ciders I used to drink like fucking water in October and shit my brains out.
Right.
Like
Well,
I haven't
you did
had.
the gallon of cider a week challenge.
Yeah,
You
no one
know,
challenged me, but I just did it.
self
I wanted
challenge.
to see how liquidy my shits could get, and it was pretty much cider in, cider out. You know.
You're like one of those people who's like ice bucket challenge. I'm going to challenge myself to do it again.
I'm gonna dump cider in my head, but I'm gonna turn my head so that my mouth's facing the cider, and I just swallow it.
Brendan Ruppel, your challenge by me, Brendan Ruppel. Post another video
Tucking into the
and
mirror.
challenge 10 other people. Hi, I'm Brendan Ruppel, and I challenge Brendan Ruppel, Brendan Ruppel, Brendan Ruppel, Brendan Ruppel, your challenge.
Drink
Brendan
yourself.
Ruppel.
Yeah, I haven't touched any apples all fall long. I've just been busy, and I haven't gone upstate, and
Yeah,
going out east this time of year is kind of a nightmare, and
right.
just haven't done it. So when I got back from Florida, Tierney had been out there while she was home and left that for me in the fridge. It was very kind. She left an
Wow.
apple pie in there from the same farm. It was fucking delicious.
Wow.
My one qualm was that she did leave a bunch of pumpkin beers in my fridge, my beer fridge. And
Oh, those are going to be there till next year.
demerit. Bad sister.
You might as well just throw the pie in her fucking face. At that point.
Save it.
She deserves
Let it
it.
rot. Pie in the face.
Yeah, right. Then dump the beers on her head.
Yeah.
Double whammy.
And then I'll try something and be like, this is actually pretty good. It's not a bad beer.
You got to bring Ganesh over, the closer, the pumpkin beer closer, you know?
Yeah. He could help for sure. But yeah, the cider's amazing. Tastes homemade. The Down East, so good. I was also very tempted to get the pineapple Austin's cider that we had on the tournament as well. I was
Yeah.
like, but that's not like in the spirit. We're trying to do like very down the middle, like cider.
It's got apple in the name.
Apple in the name, but it's like I think it's more for my own personal pleasure. It would have been a
Yeah.
little out of the spirit.
That always reminds me of like our last year of college. I remember like going to the brew store in New Paltz and picking up some of those pineapple.
Oh yeah,
guys.
yeah, they're really good. They don't deserve
Yeah.
to be good. Some pineapple things can be very nasty.
Cut the fuck into your mouth with those things.
To what your mouth?
They cut your mouth up. Like they
Okay.
just like turn.
Just watch it with the
You
F
know.
word. It's a PG-13 podcast.
Sorry.
This is a Max Keeble level.
We did the
podcast.
one. We did the one.
We did the one.
One's out of the way.
Yeah, no, those are great. They surprise you. Down East will never not satisfy you. It's delicious.
Yeah.
I would also kind of recommend this old-fashioned recipe to people. Very good. It's like kind of the basis of regular old fashions, but 1-to-1 ratio of
Right.
cider and whiskey. I think usually when I make an old fashioned, I do like fucking heavy bourbon. I do like 3 or 4 ounces, so it's like
Oh, wow.
a bigger drink.
Holy shit.
I just want it to last longer.
Yeah.
Um,
That's all right.
Last all night. No. It'll last me like when it gets to like Thanksgiving, Christmas time. Me, Nicole, and Caitlin are slugging back old fashions made by Gerard, who does the aforementioned Wisconsin style, where he just like, all right, and just like jams up like
Everything
fucking
together.
an orange per person, an orange per glass,
Listen to
full orange.
fire in there.
yeah. Immersion blender in each glass.
Yeah.
But he makes big, heavy doubles for each person, and I'll have like
Yeah.
3 before dinner, and be like a little like wobbly to the Thanksgiving table, and then I'll eat, and then like fall asleep for 2 hours, and then like wait till I can drive home.
That's like such a classic like 90s sitcom thing of like Uncle Brendan's drunk on the couch again. Put the Lions game back on. You hate football. What?
It's tradition. I used to drink whatever growler I brought, and I would try and finish a growler before dinner. I was like,
wild.
It's like
64 ounces of beer.
yeah, it's but I would get excited about like the other things happening because there's a lot of like excitement around the dinner table and it's being
Yeah.
prepared and you want to try like, oh, I want that person's drink or like I want the cocktail or I want like the mimosas or so to commit to one thing and usually it would be like a New England IPA like that's so much you're already getting full before like the big
Yeah.
dinner. So
Also, that sucks. Like I'm just sorry to say like that. So growler of New England IPA sucks. That
that does
sounds like
suck because
shit.
that's not.
I hate that.
No, that's bad. I agree.
Yeah. I'm glad we're there
I would never do it again.
because that just sucks.
Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't always that, but it was like probably knowing myself like in that vein, for sure.
Yeah.
I think that's a bad idea if you have say a 4-pack of those before dinner. It sounds bad
Yeah.
also, but the growler version is just not going to be it.
Cause yeah, by the end it's flat as hell, and
Probably gotten brown by the time you get to it.
you got some of this shit going on. some
Yeah, the
particulate at
separation.
bottom.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it definitely took some
Nicole's
convincing on
spitting
my
it
end.
by then.
Where I was like, I'm halfway done with this, but I'm really enjoying it. Right, Brendan? Like in the mirror,
Yeah.
still drinking this.
And Mirror Brendan's saying no.
No, get
Put
the
it
cider
down.
out. Get the cider.
It's time.
It's time.
All right, so we know cider's good. We know like the control group. We know it's good.
Yes.
How do the other two kind of stack up?
Oh yeah,
Two,
are we
stack
picking like
up
a
against-
favorite of these? This is hard.
I think that's probably a
Like
good
the
idea.
exercise,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Um,
I have mine.
you have yours.
I got mine.
All three of these were finished to completion by me.
Wow.
I didn't really. What's the word? Watch? No,
What's the word?
not the word.
Yeah. Okay. Damn it.
I didn't skimp
have one up
on
on
the cider, like the regular cider, because I was like, oh, well, it's just a bunch of sugar. I can't like just drink a whole glass of that. I filled it up probably like in the 16-ounce glass. I filled it up like 12 ounces, maybe 10 ounces. Drank the whole thing, clean, delicious. What's also great about all these cider-based drinks is like as we took a little while to get in here to talk about this because of more technical difficulties that we love. It's like a part of the podcast now is our tech
Yeah.
difficulties. We love doing it. It's fun. It gets us
We're getting
excited.
dumber.
Getting dumber. And as my drinks warmed, as we were trying to figure out how to get this thing going, it didn't matter. Everything stayed delicious.
Yeah.
It really is. It's so great. This is like one of the few drinks, be it non-alc or alc, that both of them, both like the regular cider and the other two alcoholic drinks, like they didn't enhance in flavor, but they didn't waver either. Just like a little bit different, a little warmer. But they're so good. Like the hard cider itself stayed kind of like a soda.
Mm-hmm.
And like if a soda gets like a little warm, like it just tastes a little sweeter now. And then like
Right.
the whiskey drink, like the old fashioned, just gets a little more watery, but with an old fashioned that's wanted a little bit because like the
Right.
drink just changes flavors as it gets a little water into it, and it was good. And like warm cider.
That's a drink.
And when I say warm,
That's a drink.
I'm saying like it's like 88 degrees or so.
What are you putting it on? What the hell?
I record next to an induction burner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it on top of my heater. I put all my beers there too. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. It never touches 95, but it gets close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are my all the drinks I
92
drink on the
normally.
show, usually around 92 degrees.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes it Celsius.
I don't know if that's funny or not.
It is. That's why I said it.
Is that way hotter?
It's very hot.
Okay.
It's like almost.
I was like, there's a world in my head. I was like, that might be like the perfect temperature, and it's not funny.
no.
But that's also funny too, I guess. The horny birds just left my screen, and now it's just like a fucking lighthouse.
Damn.
I don't know what's going on.
I can't believe we were synced up on the horny birds, and now we've differentiated.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
sorry, the Carmelita Fox.
It's coming tomorrow.
did
I
not go
know.
through.
I know it's annoying.
Yeah,
We'll
you gotta
figure
wait
it
a
out.
little bit.
I gotta pick a favorite here though. I was most surprised with how good the old fashioned was, and like to a point where I'm recommending it to people. Like I know for a fact tomorrow is Nicole's birthday dinner with her family, and he is like the old fashioned father in my mind because he got us all on this
Right.
train. She texted him about it, and I know he's gonna be like, "Bring over that cider because we're doing that tomorrow night for sure." Like, I know he's gonna be saying that. But everything surprised me. You know, except for the Down East, but I just knew that was so good. It's like so faithful. You can always depend on it. It's delicious.
Right.
I could probably be on. If I'm being honest, I could have the least of the regular cider because it's just a sugar bomb, and that's
Right.
not the way I'd live life.
Not no more.
But it's great. Not no more. I've. It's a reason why. There's certain things in my life where I need to take a break from, or else it'll go bad for me. It'll go downhill.
Yeah.
I don't drink soda because I'm addicted. It's not because I don't like it. When I get a hit of that shit again, I'm like, oh, Papa's back. But I gotta stay far, far away.
Robbing 7-Elevens left and right.
Yeah,
Just for
yeah.
the syrup bags in the.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't even want the
I
cash.
steal the
wants
bags and I
syrup
sit on the
bags.
milk crates outside of the 7-Eleven, just sucking them down. So cider's maybe third place, but it's good. I want to say I think I'm most impressed with the old fashioned spiked. We'll call it the spiked cider. I think I'm excited about that. I think I would be happy even
Yeah.
if this was delivered to me at a bar for $14, $15.
Wow.
I'd be like, okay, they impressed me. It's good.
I impressed me.
I impressed me. I would buy this. I would buy that drink. And down east, I could probably only have a few of them. I could probably have 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But the bourbon version, 2 or 3 would be a shit ton. So you don't have to get
Right.
that far. I
Right.
think having 1, maybe 2, still gets you like to a better drunk place than 2 or 3 down east ciders.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you spend $30 on
I would-
2 of these things.
Yeah. So I'll swap cider
Hard.
and hard cider for
Oh,
first, second, and third.
hard
I
cider's
think-
third
so-
for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like,
I'm
told,
amazed
like,
that your spiked cider is first.
honestly it's fucking
Wow.
It's fucking incredible.
I'm glad we're on the same page there.
Again, I feel the same way as you. I mean, like this was just like a 4-ounce glass of cider with like probably
Still.
an ounce or like a shot of
Right,
bourbon.
like 4-to-1
Yeah, I mean,
ratio.
I filled it a lot. But I mean, it's the fault of the imperial cider. I think this is just too boozy.
Yeah.
I think, but in the same vein, like if I'm gonna be drinking throughout a day, I guess if I see I'm not gonna take a thing of cider,
Yeah.
at someone's house, like out of a cooler or
Right,
something like that.
right,
But
right.
like, I mean, I don't know. I just don't think that I've ever really been a cider guy.
Yeah, I never
I'll
think
have
about
them
it
here and there.
until like I
Right.
do. Then like, oh, those are good, but it's never on the forefront of my mind either.
Yeah, I should say hard. I remember a hard cider guy.
Yes. Yes.
Darian had the cider in the house for like a Halloween thing we did. We watched Over the Garden Wall.
Very nice.
A couple weeks ago. So we had some cider and some.
Yeah, I
Pumpkin
think
bread.
I'm more likely to break out the bourbon for the cider drink for like that event if I do an over the garden wall like
Yes.
weekend or like night that I'm sure I will.
Right.
I'm more excited to break out, and it's also kind of like a fun to do because there's like work involved and it makes it like a process, and that's also kind of
Yeah.
exciting. For
like
just
cooking.
cracking it down east, yeah, it's like cooking. Cracking it down east is great, but there's something about the novelty of the cocktail.
Right. And I guess that's a good way to put it. Right. It's like what am I reaching for in a scenario where I'm like I want apple cider.
Yeah,
Like what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
And it's this mixed drink, normal cider,
it's good.
and then
Spike your cider,
no,
fellas.
hard.
Lady fellas.
Yeah. That's right.
Very nice.
Almost wives.
Almost wives.
Gotta look out for them too.
You said going for round
Right.
2?
I said I'm going. Yeah. Darian's fucked.
We're down to your next.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Darian again. Calling off the
that's
wedding
sweet,
and
though.
marrying.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I know. I always tell her I'm gonna do that. She doesn't like it.
I like it. Tell her I like it, and so she should like it.
Yeah. You can tell her this weekend.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk up to her and say, with my fist up, I like it, so you should like it.
Okay, God. Fine.
That's right. Call me God. I'm God.
All right. How do we close this out? I mean, we did a rating.
Yeah. Rating's good.
So I think that's
good.
good. I mean, this is a half episode. What more
That's
you
right.
want from
No,
us?
half's
You
good.
fucking
I gotta get to watch the
assholes?
Yankees anyway. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Look at this. Oh yeah. This is gonna be
He's got
so.
the
If I
jersey.
don't put this out soon, this is gonna be so maybe sad.
Yeah.
Me looking at the camera.
It's a
with my
time
picture on.
capsule.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
This is like when on Doughboys when
And the hat.
Weiger said that Hillary Clinton's gonna win tomorrow. It's bad.
Or on January 5th when Mitch was like, "There's gonna be no Capitol riot tomorrow."
Yeah. Starting to think you do something interesting.
Oh boy. All right. You got any plugs? I mean, we're sorry. We're sorry. Let's just put it out there. We're sorry. We're getting to it. We're getting there.
But we have like this is by the time this comes out, there's like 2 more things already made pretty much. Like there's gonna be consistency is coming your way. Consistency.
Yeah.
Which you love.
Just, I'm turning my almost wife into a wife soon.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the excuse.
You've always.
I'm lazy. That's it.
That's bad. Yeah.
How about that? Yeah. That's the real issue.
Yeah. Come on. I'm.
Hate drinking. That's another real issue.
I
hate drinking. Cannot stand it.
Oh.
Beer sucks.
I freeze all my water so I can just chew it. I hate drinking. It's horrible.
Eating rules. Drinking sucks.
Rules. Yeah, you season it too. A little salt and pepper on that ice cube.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Put it between 2 pieces of bread. Ice sandwich. My favorite. It's like those people who are like, my granddad never drank water, and the only water he got was from his coffee and his ices and his whiskeys.
That's
It's
right.
like, what the fuck? That's what's wrong. That's what's wrong with
pirate?
the fucking 40s. Yeah.
Hey,
That's why everyone was so fucked up from like World War II and like until Vietnam. It's because everyone was like, I don't drink water, I drink whiskey with ice in it, and that's enough.
I'm scared. That's why we're perfect because we're.
I drink whiskey and water.
I drink whiskey and water. Correct. I will plug the Blitzball Boys. We are putting out team profile and projections, TPPs, of all the Blitzball teams. All 8 Blitzball teams will have their own individual episode leading up to the big Blitzball Battle 5 tournament of us assessing what they have done and what they need to do in order to do better. Saying like what we think is going to happen, predictions, and based on their past play and whatnot. And it's going to be fun. So I think an episode per day leading up to the big first game. Nice. So I think the first game is November 4th. Big milestone. Big milestone.
That's the day I start my Security Plus training.
That's the milestone. That's why they did it that
milestone.
day. That's why they did it
Big
that
milestone.
Day. But it's great. It's exciting because this is like one of the first tournaments to have like repeat teams a couple of years in a row. So it's nice to have all the same faces. It's starting to become like a very regular league. It was fun to talk about all the dudes in there that we've like kind of known for the past couple of years now. Like, oh, we have like, some real rapport with like their play, and we can like actually have informed conversations about like what we think would happen based on what we've been seeing and like the trends. So there's trends now. Like that's along the warehouse has been going on. There's like trends amongst players. So get into a good spot. That's fun. Watch it. Watch that too. I'll plug them, Warehouse Games. And Lonely Boys should be starting up in November. Again, we're starting with that reboot whenever Gagan's done with school. I think we're trying to get stuff out in November, so it should be around the same time as Blitzball Battle.
Sweet.
Check that out. I'm not excited to do the reboot at all, but we'll get through it.
You gotta commit.
I gotta commit. He heard I don't know if I talked about this on here, but he heard the pitch on here about me saying like maybe I could just kind of do it all in one episode, and he called us. Oh, he called us both out, I think, on the show.
Chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a
Caught
chance.
me. I've been caught. I'll say it to the camera. I've been caught.
Never got to come back, so eat shit.
Come back for one of those bullshit episodes because nobody's ever seen that show before. So come back for that nightmare. You're booked.
All right. All episodes, all 8 episodes. I'm there.
There's like 20 something. Maybe.
Oh my god.
There's a lot. 20 something.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Well, as always, if you like this episode, be on the lookout for our 100th episode. That's definitively coming next. We're doing a little Kingdom Hearts thing right now. We're doing 99.5.
This is our Birth by Sleep, right? Is that the reference?
No, they did 2.5, which was it was Kingdom Hearts 2 and some other stuff. So yeah, just be on the lookout for the 100th episode. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be great.
I mean, while you're on the subject, could you imagine we did that tonight? What would you?
Yeah,
what would your
no,
feeling would be?
not
on
a chance.
It would be bad.
I would. It'd be bad. It'd be bad.
Bad
You guys would be so pissed. You guys should be happy that we're doing this tonight and taking some more time to
Yeah.
mentally prepare for the 100th episode.
Yeah.
Not prepare.
That's part
like
of it
anything
too. Like
else
why
at
we
all.
haven't been consistent. We've been mentally pushing this off because it is a big project.
Yeah, it's
Big wear and tear on the old liver and brain.
the old liver. Yeah, both. So we're killing ourselves for you guys. You should be happy. If you like this, please subscribe. You're all subscribed already. We all know this.
We know
If
it.
you haven't reviewed us yet, give us a
Review
review
us.
on Apple Podcasts or something like that. Follow us on the other
What's your
thing
favorite
you don't
cider?
follow us
Tell us
on.
your favorite cider.
Yeah, tell us your favorite cider. Drop a comment. Drop a comment. Go watch it on YouTube at the Hoppy Boys Pod. Nope, at the Hoppy Boys. Just the Hoppy Boys. And I think that's it. Follow us on Instagram, Hoppy Boys Pod. Hoppy Boys.
Sounds good to me.
Sure. Well, I guess that's it. So, for everybody, next time, 100th episode's coming. So, have fun with it.
Bye bye.